Hello everyone, this is February love reading and psychic insight for those in love with Sagittarian men. So remember, pay attention, not your star sign, but the star sign of the person you are in love with. I tried to do it in one video, but because I'm still not fully recovered and I still cough a lot, I had to stop. So I'm going to have to go back on it a little bit and explain the general things that applied to both Sagittarian men and women. But I think it's important, and rather than sending you there to watch, I will say it again for you. However, if you do want to know about your own star sign, go watch the video for people who are in love with someone from your star sign. I was also saying that I'm not going to explain the cards as such because I don't always read them. Very seldomly, actually, I read the cards. I just use them as tool, and there is no structure. I'm going with what I am being guided to tell you. So if you know the cards are not in sight, in full sight, if you can't see exactly what it is, don't worry. If you want somebody who reads the cards, there are many people out there. They're very good. Go watch those videos as well. If you want to have your own interpretation, then do your own reading. This is something for you that's being guided channeled through me, and I hope you enjoy and find it useful. So I was saying about those in love with Sagittarian people in general, to start with, that you need to remember in February these people are trying to find balance on matters regarding family and parenting issues. They have to make a choice, but it's difficult for them to make a choice. However, they are aware there is no two ways about it, and that what they choose now, and that's why they are confused, because they realize how important it is. What they going to choose and the change they are going to make now is going to affect their future. However, they do want a life that's completely different, not as adventurous as it used to be for them. So quite a big change for Sagittarians in general. They want something with a solid foundation and settled. Now, specifically for Sagittarian men, so if you are in love with a Sagittarian man, what you need to know about them and about the energy in February is that they will be focused on finding solutions to a situation they wanted initially to avoid. Sagittarian men had to deal with a legal aspect, official matter, actually more than one, I believe. And for a while they tried to avoid that and heal and find a situation for that not to happen. However, eventually, and specifically now, they got to the conclusion that they have to make a choice. On one hand, because that situation is unavoidable, so they do have to face that legal aspect, official matter that they were avoiding initially. So a change will happen regardless. They will be forced into making a choice, but they know that. So they got to that wise conclusion anyway. And once that happened, they are going to take action and contribute to the change of destiny and fate that they have become aware of. Very interesting to see that Sagittarian men are more preoccupied with their love life which they weren't before, not so much, not in this way. This time Sagittarian men want to have it all. So they realize that whatever is that has to be done, as unpleasant and difficult as it is, it's good to go ahead and see it through, because that will give them the control that they want. Now they want everything in their life. They are not going to settle for any less than what they feel they deserve, and they feel that they deserve it all. Money, job, success, love as well. But not only that, it has to also be on their terms, and they're going for it. So if you aren't in a relationship with them, because I believe there are massive changes affecting their personal life, their relationship. I will check. There you go, Sagittarian man. So strong and determined, looking into their future and leaving troubles behind. So I believe that they are going through massive changes in relationships. Whether this is going to happen right away, I'm not saying it's happening, that the change itself is happening in February. The actual action or the outcome is going to happen in February, but the change within themselves and the decision making and starting to take action in that direction is happening in February. So be mindful of what they are going through in February, and be patient. If you are in a relationship with them, obviously you are directly affected, and you want to look at your relationship, because I believe your partner got to a conclusion that's quite different to what you thought. So you really need to look into your relationship. I'm not going to say any more than that, but you really need to look into your relationship and decide whether this is a compatible relationship for you, whether you can go ahead with it, and whether you two are able to give each other what you need, because the Sagittarian man doesn't really feel it's working the way he was hoping or he thought. If you're not in a relationship yet with a Sagittarian man, but you are hopeful, it's going to be a difficult task. It's not impossible, and you're not told it's not going to happen. You just have to be patient, because they are going through such a complex process. It takes time. So you will have to choose whether you have the patience to wait for them or not. Obviously, if you want exact details and guidance on how to deal with your relationship with the Sagittarian man, because it looks quite complex, especially for those who are already in a relationship, do get in touch and book a personal reading, because for ethical reasons I can't go into too many details in such a public and general reading. I hope this helps, and I hope that I managed to get the Valentine specials out there, although I'm not sure by the way I feel at the moment. However, as I said, if you want to look at your own star sign and what's showing in February for yourself, do watch the video for people in love with someone from your star sign. Lots of love, guys, and see you soon.